The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our corporate update and training webinar. Our president and owner, J. Joshua Bison, will be with us in just a few moments. You want to get a pad and a pen. We've got some exciting products that you've been hearing about that are ready to launch. Some are ready to ship. Some you'll be able to go on and pre-order. So some very exciting announcements on tonight. I do want to thank each and every one of you. Many of you were aware that my wife had surgery last week, and many of you sent in emails and things of that nature. Thank you so much. She is doing exceptionally well. She had a very successful surgery. So thank you for your thoughts, your prayers, and your concerns. How about you go on and open up your questions box? Tell us who you are, and tell us what part of the world you are from. Ayabumi Moore, unfortunately, is in an area where she cannot do the introductions tonight, so I will do the introductions, and I will definitely miss her Empower Me Now moment. Good day, Zeke and Jerry Stewart from South Carolina. Hello, Marlene from Canada. Welcome to tonight's webinar. Hello, Marlene. Good to have you on the webinar. Hey, Fred from Maryland. Fantastic, buddy. Good to see you. Dennis, all the way from California. Hey, buddy. Herbert from Albany, Georgia. Welcome to the webinar. Again, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, there's been some products that we've talked about for quite some time. Some of those products are now in the warehouse ready to ship. And then we've got another major product that you're going to be able to go on and pre-order. And you'll want to do that because I think this particular product is going to sell out like really quickly. You'll hear more details about that coming from our president and owner in just a few moments. Lisa from Kansas City, good to see you. Hey, Foy from Florida, good to have you. Dennis from Charlotte, North Carolina, my old stomping grounds, good to have you. Hey, George and Marin from Australia, good morning to you, sir. It's evening here, but good morning to you over there in Australia. James from Virginia, Robert from my home state, Burgaw, North Carolina. Wally from Kansas City, welcome. Hello, Tamisha. You doing well today, young lady? Welcome to the webinar. Hey, Sally, what a trooper you are. Welcome to the webinar. Hey, Sam from Florida. Good to have you on the webinar. We'll get started here in just a few moments. Just as soon as we see that the screen is changing, that will be my cue that our president and owner, J. Joshua Beisel, is here. Again, some fantastic announcements on tonight about some products that we've been waiting for in the field that are one of the products is in the warehouse ready to be shipped. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to think that maybe I was the first person who ordered that product just a few moments ago as I found out that it's ready to ship. Venetia, how are you doing, young lady? How is that king of yours? Give our best to Muldrow. Lady C, hey, Cynthia, how is your king, young lady? Give our best to your king. Hey, Clarence from California, wonderful to have you on the webinar. And yes, my lovely wife is recovering just well. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Fernetta from Maryland, welcome to the webinar. Hello, Alberta from Minnesota. Welcome to the webinar. Matt from Michigan, good to see you, buddy. Monique from California, welcome to the webinar. Louise from Down Under, there in Australia, welcome to the webinar. We'll be getting started here momentarily. Hello, Gordon from Detroit, good to see you, buddy. Daryl from Wisconsin, good to have you. Elaine, you've already done that. Wonderful. Judy Lynn, welcome to the webinar. Elaine and Andy, they get the Perfect Attendance Award. Welcome to the webinar. Carol from Massachusetts, welcome to the webinar. Junior from Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to the webinar. Michael in Alabama, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Again, we will get started here just as soon as our president and our owner, starts to change the screen. That will be my cue that he is ready. Uh-oh, looks like that's about to happen here in just a few moments. Hey, Melvin, good to have you. Penny, good to have you. Philip, good to have you. Rick and Ricky, good to have you. Robert, good to have you. Sharon, good to have you. Teddy, good to have you. Hello, Teresa, Terrence, Tanya, fantastic. Wally, great to have you on tonight's webinar. Vicky, good to have you. Now, tonight's webinar, Wally will be have some great announcements. This is going to be, and I don't think anyone's going to have an issue with this. This is going to be a shorter webinar than what we typically have on Monday evening. Our president and our owner has some throat problems, issues, challenges, I'll say that, not problems, challenges. So his voice is a little weak, and so we're going to get him on. He's going to walk us through a few things, some great announcements, and then we're going to get him off so that his voice can rest. I want to thank him because he has worked tirelessly, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we know that here we are in the middle of summer. We know that there's been some modifications that the company's had. There's been some tremendous enhancements. There's been some major products that were right there on the cusp of those products going live to the marketplace. You're going to hear about a couple of those products that are going live. One of those is already live, and another one where you'll be able to pre-order, so on and so forth. And I just want to thank him because I know that with other companies that have ever found themselves in a situation where they had to make some modifications, in some cases the leadership didn't do what the leadership should have done. Some cases the leadership simply bailed. And this is not what our president and our owner did. He said, you know, we're going to plow through, and we are going to all be beneficiaries of that. So with that being said, let's bring on our president, bring on our owner, J. Joshua Beisel. J. Joshua, friend.
Awesome. Well, Tilamon, I got to tell you a story because people have been asking me, they've been saying, hey, Josh, you know, did you get sick? What happened? Did you go to the doctor? Is everything okay? I mean, how did J. Joshua lose his voice? Well, I got to tell you, Tilamon, one of the most incredibly positive and awesome things in history actually happened to me over this past couple of weeks. And I got to tell this little story as we get started here tonight. I've actually been watching this over the last 6-7 months, this technology called the Hero Cam. And some people may be familiar with it, some people may not be familiar with it. But what this is, Tilamon, this is like a webcam that you can strap to your forehead, right? And so I got and it's like high definition. It's just incredible quality, and you know, people will put it on like the front of their car, or they'll put it on their sailboat or their surfboard, or they'll wear it on their head to catch those incredible moments. Well, Dave K and myself have been doing the daily builder calls on Saturday, and we've been teaching my rejection-free 3-step system for building your business with either preferred customers or with independent promoters, and it's just been going fantastic. Dave, I hope you're out here on the call. I got to tell you, Tilamon, Dave is absolutely incredible. People love Dave; they resonate with him, and we're just getting started. And every once in a while, he has to tell me to shut up so I can let him talk for a minute. But we've been doing these Saturday calls, and I got to tell you, it's so awesome. Dave K and myself, even Queen Twitter has jumped out a little bit there. But I've been teaching this 3-step system, rejection-free, and it's called Introduce, Invite, and Involve. And so, if you or anybody on your team have been missing those Saturday calls, the builder calls with Dave K and myself, then you are truly missing out, and you want to make sure that you and your team get into the back office and watch the replays of those, get caught up on the last couple of weeks, and make sure that you and your entire team get out to this Saturday's call. And Tilamon, here's how come my voice is hoarse in part. I actually put on the Hero Cam, and I told Dave K and the group, I said, I'm going to use the Hero Cam, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to demonstrate, you know, how easy it is to talk to people about travel, and how easy it is to talk to people about coffee, and how easy it is to talk to people about the Relief Formula. And so in the system, and I won't go through the whole thing tonight, but there's this part where I just, you know, walk up to people you know, people you don't know, whatever the case may be, and I just say, listen, if money were no object, and you could travel anywhere on earth and take a dream vacation, where would you go? And this is part of the introduction that I teach. And so I'm getting ready to do this hero cam, where I'm actually going to record myself going out to Lamont to complete strangers, and which, you know, it's always awkward enough to talk to people you don't know. I'll do it with some friends and family too, but I don't think that's as illustrative, you know, for the group. So I'm going to be going out in public wearing the hero cam at Lamont and introducing our amazing products to people and actually getting that on video, because people like to see, you know, they like you to demonstrate. And one of the things that I teach in class, Lamont, is that it's critical to have duplication in your organization. But I say under 3 hours, so that'll be fantastic. For those of you, the one of you, the two of you out there who might be like, oh no, that's not enough, I'm going to need another hour at J. Joshua, well, you'll be able to catch me on my hero cam videos, where I'm out demonstrating, I'm out doing what I teach people to do, introducing, inviting, and involving people in our business. So, Lamont, you absolutely said it right. We have some big things to cover here in a short period of time, while my voice is holding out. And folks, I got to tell you, you're really here at a historic moment, I believe, for JubiMax, because we have, as I'm going to be sharing with all of you, we have three big things happening tonight. Number one, I'm going to be sharing with all of you our brand new shopping cart. And this is very, very important, because the shopping cart is actually a core part of our company software that will be powering everything from your preferred customers to your retail commissions to your monthly auto ship and so much more. And so we are actually, we went live with this 4 or 5 hours ago, Lamont. And so I'm sure that folks are going to have questions. Those of you here on this call live are absolutely at a cutting edge time, because you're probably going to see a couple of little modifications that we're making here later tonight, etc. But I expect over the next 24 to 36 hours this to be in place, 100% rolled out, and this will be the new standard for JubiMax. Now, Lamont, I'm going to demonstrate some of the shopping cart, but the way I'm going to demonstrate the shopping cart for everyone here on tonight's call is to actually walk them through the process of ordering the new Jubi Max coffee and pre-ordering the new Jubi Max Relief formula. And so we're going to kind of go through that process. We're going to talk a little bit about coffee. We're going to talk a little bit about Relief formula. We're going to talk about some of the strategies that we have as a company to really empower everyone. I'm probably going to give everybody some reminders. TikTok, don't miss your opportunity to go platinum. Platinum members will, of course, get 50% more points for life. So you want to make sure that you go platinum. I'll have a couple of reminders throughout today's call. Not going to go over how to go platinum. We did that last week in depth. And so, or maybe the week before, something like that. So the last week or the week before, we talked about that. So if you want to have an opportunity to double your daily bonus, if you want to have an opportunity to get 50% more points, then you want to make sure that you watch the replay of I believe it was last Monday night's call, where we talked about how to double your daily leadership bonus each day and how to get there even faster by going platinum first, which will give you 50% more points. Really important that people do that. Let's walk through right now, Lamont, and I'm going to log into our training account here, and I think that my screen is live, so everybody can hopefully see that. Let me just double check here and make sure that they can see that.
Yeah,
All right.
We can see it.
Awesome, awesome. So here we go. I'm going to log in over here and just point out a couple of things, and we'll see if we get that working here. No, I did not get that right. Now, Lamont, while I'm doing that, I believe, Tilamont, that you were, in fact, the very first person to order coffee and then pre-order the relief formula. Did you get that order through?
Yes, got the order through. It went through just fine.
Awesome.
If you are out there and you still maybe have some Max Bucks, you can even apply Max Bucks to that order. Or if you don't have Max Bucks, just go on and make the order. I will tell you that I really believe that the relief formula is going to sell extremely, extremely fast. So you're going to want to go on and make that pre-order. Mr. President will tell you about the time frame that actually starts to ship. But you want to go on and reserve your bottles of the Max Relief formula. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Are you still needing some time? You still having a challenge there? Mr. President, you still having a challenge?
Yeah, I think everybody's logging in at the same time. Hang on just a second.
Okay. All right. So while you're doing that, let me give you an example, ladies and gentlemen. My mom, very proud woman. She hates to use anything pharmaceutical, drugs, over-the-counter medication. She absolutely hates it. And she was having some problems with her shoulder. And when I talked to her about it, to find out that she sometimes would wake up in the middle of the night, well, actually wouldn't be able to go to sleep because it was in such great pain, and that she was actually taking some pain medication, I thought, wow, it must really be difficult. Well, she's been a beta tester of the Max Relief formula. And I want to thank Queen Twitter for making sure that she got some of that. But in any event, she's been waiting for Max Relief to go live to the public because she had a little vial, and she didn't want to use all of it because it gave her what she told me immediate relief. And again, for my mom to tell me that, and I know you guys may not know me, so you don't know my mom, but some of you do know my mom that has followed us for quite some time. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal for my mom to say. And I mean, she's been pestering me. When are we going to have that Max Relief formula? I want it. So you'll hear more about that in just a few moments. Looks like you're in, sir.
I am, Tilamont. Thank you for your patience there. Those little CAPTCHA codes make it tough for me to get in, but it's an important part of our security. So I patiently worked through that and was able to get in. I appreciate it. So the first thing I want to do, Tilamont, is I just want to kind of point out some of the changes that people will see when they first log into their account. They're going to see just some subtle changes. They'll see as they kind of scroll all the way to the bottom that there are some new products over under the headline of Max Health. They'll see that travel no longer says coming soon. Of course, we've got Jubi Vacations in there. We've got coffee over here. So we've got some big things right off the bat that you're going to notice, folks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my account. Now, Tilamont, I had to get in specifically to an account here that didn't have a current auto ship, because a lot of people are going to come to this at some point and they're going to say, okay, now it's time for me to renew. And in the process of renewing, Tilamont, they're going to end up using the new system and not the old. And so just kind of following through here, I'm going to click on that, and it actually takes me right back to the shopping cart. And you're going to be able to actually go through and look at your auto ship history. Of course, this is a training account. You're not going to see a lot there. You can click on account, and it'll take you right back to here. There's also a couple of tabs here, like my orders, where you can kind of see previous orders. You can see we've got some previous orders that I did on calls where I was kind of testing them out, etc. And then you can actually click right over here to the cart, and you can see that I have nothing in the cart. So I'm going to go ahead and continue shopping, and right here, Tilamont, on the call live, I'm going to go ahead and kind of start the process of looking at some of these new products. Now, we're going to talk about coffee here in a minute. I'm really excited about the coffee because we've been talking about our healthy gourmet on the go coffee with a ginseng kick. You can now order that. When you click on it, one of the things that I want to actually begin to show is just how sophisticated this is. You're going to be able to see that there are two prices that you can place an order as. You can place an order as a preferred customer price, or you can get a deeper discount, Tilamont, if you're placing that product on auto ship. And so that's an important point for everyone here on the call to note, that going forward, JubiMax will have two primary price points that you and your customers can order at. You will be able to order at preferred customer price, or you will be able to order at a deeper discounted preferred customer on auto ship price, where you save a little bit of money, but it's going to be rebilling you each and every month. Okay, so that's going to be really, really important to kind of take a note of. And again, I'm going to try to zoom my screen just a little bit, but it shouldn't be too hard for anybody here on today's call to actually be able to replicate this message from within their account. A couple of things that I can put a note here for all of our independent promoters. You can kind of see our paid as rank, next auto ship due date, and of course this is just a test account here. You can actually see this little message that tells you that you can save a little bit of money by adding it into your auto ship, which I've done. It gives you a nice subtotal over here. It actually tells you the personal volume that you're creating from this, your PV. So really, really sophisticated. And again, we've got two products that folks can now order today for the very first time. I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out to Lamont because that's a little too big for me to be able to see. But the two products that people can now order, which I'm really excited to say, are coffee, number one, and number two, we can pre-order the relief formula. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit about the coffee first, and then we're going to break in. We're going to talk a little bit about the relief formula. Just so that everyone is completely clear, the coffee is available in the warehouse now. It actually was last week, and we're ready for people to order the coffee. If you drink coffee, if you enjoy coffee, you're going to absolutely love the JubiMax Gourmet on the Go coffee. It's fantastic. It's healthy. It tastes delicious. And Tilamont, I know you're not a big coffee drinker, but I got to tell you, for those that are, the coffee, I've switched over to this away from Starbucks, and I pay about $1 a cup instead of about $3 a cup. I also enjoy knowing, Tilamont, that I'm getting the health benefits of the Ganoderma mushroom, which is just absolutely fantastic. And by the way, healthy coffee, Tilamont, powers several top network marketing companies out there. One of them has 4 out of the top 6 income spots in network marketing. And that's an important point for all of our independent promoters to know, is that out there in the world today, there are other network marketing companies, there are other companies out there that have an at-home opportunity for you to make money. One of those companies holds 4 out of the top 6 income spots. Now, Tilamont, that's huge. Now, if they only had 2 spots, I may not have brought it up. If they only had 3 spots, I may not have brought it up. But they have 4 out of the top 6 spots. And they do that marketing a healthy coffee. I believe that our coffee tastes better. Our coffee has the Ganoderma healthy mushroom. One thing that separates our coffee, though, Tilamont, is that we've added in a second superfood. You know, our coffee has the Ganoderma mushroom, as do other healthy coffees out there. However, what really separates us is that we've added an additional superfood, which is ginseng. And ginseng is going to help you, mental clarity, additional energy. There's a lot of benefits to ginseng. So what I like about it is that I get twice the energy without any more caffeine. So it has about the same amount of caffeine as an ordinary cup of joe, but it tastes better. It's healthy. It's got the Ganoderma, and you're getting a dose of the ginseng so that you've got that extra kick. So that's why I call it healthy gourmet coffee on the go with a ginseng kick, Tilamont. And so you can actually go in and order that right now. Let me pop over here, folks, and actually show you the slide. I got to tell you, this is going to power teams all over the world, and this is a fantastic product. One of the things that I really like about this product, Tilamont, is that it samples really well. One of the introduced questions that I talk about is ask people if they like gourmet coffee. And not everybody says yes, but you get a high percentage of people who say that they do. And then I say, to them, very simple, well, let me ask you a question. If I could show you a way to actually get paid to try a healthier, better tasting gourmet coffee that you can take with you anywhere you want, that costs about 70% less than at leading store brands. Would you be interested in knowing more? And it's a very powerful question that can open up a lot of conversations amongst your friends, family, even the cold market itself. So really, really powerful. And people that want to try the product, all they need to do to be able to do that is now that we've got the cart live here, they can actually slide right on in and order this. They can do a one-time order as a preferred customer, or they can place an auto ship order. And at the time of checkout, folks, at the time of checkout, you can actually come over here and view your cart. And at the time of checkout, you're going to have an opportunity to actually check out using Max Bucks or to use eCash or credit card or other payment options that are available depending on your location. So, Tilamon, this is pretty awesome stuff here. And I got to tell you, I'm really, really pleased that we have this done. You can save your shipping profile here. So again, it's created a really, really sophisticated system. You can choose your different shipping methods, etc., all the way through here to where you can actually apply your Max Bucks to it, eCash to it, or additional credit. Now you notice, you see up here at the top in the yellow, Tilamon, you see where that says remaining total? Okay. See where that says remaining total?
You must have something kind of quirky in where you're sending that shipping amount is why they've got the remaining total as high as you do. You probably got the shipping like something really quirky, like the moon.
No, well, yeah, I got you. And again, I just used a bunch of I just used default things here. But the point being that in this particular case, Tilamon, you want to make sure, if you want to maintain your rank, that you have actually pulled. Yeah, I don't know what I must have shipped this all the way to Timbuktu in this example. I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because I think I put in a fake city there, Tilamon. Now I know what it costs to do that. I've always wondered what it costs. I think the name of my city, here we go. Let's take a peek here, folks. The name of my city, I think, yes, I actually shipped that to Bangladesh. And the street address is HHH. So that's what it costs to ship to that address in Bangladesh or Tilamon. Quite a bit when the street address is HHH. So $120. Okay. But I gotta tell you, that is a good-looking shopping cart, Tilamon. It really is, and I'm really excited about this. So let's do this, Tilamon. Let's find out. I know you were the first to slip in your. Order. So let's see. Let's see who else out here on today's call is a coffee drinker. Anybody else out here on today's call enjoy a good tasting cup of healthy coffee? Anybody else out here on today's call? Let me just see if I got any answers here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Awesome, awesome. I got to tell you, Tilamon, one of the things, wow, people have already ordered both. One person thinks they may have beat you, Tilamon. I'm not sure.
They may have.
Yeah, it may come down to the millisecond. I don't know. We may have this may be like a horse race where you win by a nose or you win by a few milliseconds. We'll have to find that out.
If Clarence beat me, that means that's the second time he's beat me ordering something. So.
You know, that wasn't Clarence that said it, so I don't know, Tilamon. I don't know. But let's talk about, so we've got coffee going live. We've got the new shopping cart going live. We've got people ordering it, and folks, when you order the coffee, let me just give a couple of words of advice here, and then we're going to jump in and talk about Relief Formula while I've still got my voice here, and this will be really important, folks. When you go to try your coffee, never ever use styrofoam cups, especially for those of you that are going to be demonstrating the coffee. Don't use styrofoam cups. When you have people come over, make sure that you use a real glass. You don't have to break out the china, but use a real coffee mug. If you're going to go to a party and there's not enough coffee mugs to go around, and you find yourself in a situation where you want to let everybody sample it, don't use styrofoam. Go and get real, coffee cups that are designed. They make them, Tilamon. They make they're like party cups, but they're made for hot beverages and coffees. Don't use styrofoam, though, okay? You want to use just a step up from that. Styrofoam will ruin the flavor of a good cup of coffee very, very easily. So make sure that when you're demonstrating the coffee, that you're using. Whenever you can, use a real coffee mug, and make sure you've got good cream and sugar out there. And I got to tell you, Tilamon, I've had to box up. I only have 4 boxes left myself, and I've had to hide them because the rest of the office thinks that it's a fantastic idea to come in here and use my coffee. And I got to tell you, I'm not a fan. I can also tell you, as a business owner, it does seem like my employees get a little bit more productivity when they've got the ginseng going. It seems like they've got a little bit more clarity, and it seems like they've got a lot more energy to get through without getting the little jitters that are associated with drinking a double cup and without that afternoon crash. So highly recommended. Now, Tilamon, we've had so many people that we've been telling stories about for the relief formula. I got to tell you, it just seems like it's nonstop. Your mom. We got Queen Twitter's sister. We've got somebody, I don't know who it was, that somebody in Queen Twitter's group came up with the idea to have a party, and then they made it a relief party, and they started getting referrals for it. I've got one of my buddies that is using the product, and he was pretty skeptical, and the first time he used it, he didn't notice a big difference. He was in, just so much pain, and just didn't anything would, short of a brick to the head at that point helped him out much. He was in so much pain. But then out of the blue, Tilamon, I got this call back a week later. He says, you know what? He says, I went and I tried the product again and used it on my lower back, had my wife rub it in. He said, I got to tell you, he says, it's just a miracle, a miracle. And this is somebody, Tilamon, that, honestly was the first person I had let try the product who didn't have a great immediate result. And I figured, hey, it's the numbers game, Tilamon. Sometimes you demonstrate the product, people don't have a positive result, and that's okay. And so, I didn't mind. But then to get a call back from him a week later and have him say he tried it again of his own accord and had a great result with it, I mean, it's just absolutely huge. And then, of course, the first time I brought it into my office, I had people who were, all over the place sharing it with people. I had a lady who is a self-proclaimed I hate sales lady who had never used a product before that helped her pain. She ended up getting me 3 or 4 referrals. Had somebody from, I don't know, a town, 2 towns over here in Phoenix try to drive to my office to buy the product the next day. I mean, it's incredible. This is one of those products, Tilamon, that just really gets people excited. Now, Tilamon, it's called Jubi Max Relief Formula, and I think we got to talk about a couple of things here, Tilamon, because I've bowed to pressure, and I hate bowing to pressure, but I just feel like I got no choice at this point. We got so many people, Tilamon, that are trying to get their hands on this product that we don't even have the product in the warehouse yet, but I've agreed to go on a limited pre-sale so that our independent promoters can get this product in their hands, to begin using it, to begin demonstrating it, to start getting referrals. I think it's important that we empower our independent promoters with the opportunity to see this product for themselves, use this product for themselves, feel this product for themselves, and share it with others. But I got to tell you, we're going to strictly limit the amount of orders per household. I got to say that first, Tilamon, before we go any further. I want everybody to understand I'm going to strictly limit the amount per household that can be ordered. Before I go into the nitty-gritty details on that.
And that limitation is for this pre-order stage, is that right?
Correct. Hopefully, I mean, it depends. I mean, I got to tell you, this is a unique product, and I have a feeling this is going to be a best-selling product, right out of the gate. But for right now, we're going to strictly limit it to just a certain number per household. And we're going to talk about that. But Tilamon, you told the story about your mom. Tell me what your thoughts are. And if Queen Twitter's out here, I'm not sure if she is or not. We're probably going to have her talk a little bit about this. Queen Twitter, how are you doing today?
I am fantabulous as always. And how are you, Mr. President and Tilamon?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Fantastic. Thank you, Queen.
So Tilamon, from a marketing perspective, real quick, and then Queen Twitter, I want you to tell your story. It's just such a great story. But from a marketing perspective, Tilamon, in life and in business, we're always looking for home runs, and occasionally people get lucky and they find a grand slam. And it's always been our contention at JubiMax that we don't want to be a one-product company because we really believe the marketplace is more diverse than that. I really believe that in order to be competitive and to create real success stories and to keep customers, we need to have not all the products, but definitely the products people want to buy. And so we've been really open-minded to having more than just one or two or three products. I think it's healthy. And then it also increases our odds, Tieleman, of having a home run or grand slam product. From a marketing perspective, with what you've seen so far in terms of demonstrating this product, in terms of people responding to this product, what do you see about the JubiMax Relief Formula?
I've heard nothing but, and I don't just mean good results. I'm talking about life-changing results. I don't know if Dave is on the line or not, but Dave came on a few weeks ago. I believe it was on this webinar, or may have been a webinar we were doing for our team. But he came on and he said, "Hey, I started using this product as a test. He's diabetic. He's got diabetic neuropathy, and we're certainly not saying it cures anything. But as a result, he had such challenges with his feet that he didn't get up and exercise and what have you, and as a result, he was having challenges with his blood sugars, even though he was on medication. He starts taking this product, and now all of a sudden, not only is he not having problems with being able to move around, but he's up to, the last time I talked to him, he's up to walking and or jogging 4.6 miles a day. The result of that is that he's dropped over 20 pounds, and the result of him having the more active movement, having dropped to 20 pounds, is that now his blood sugars are in much better shape. Now, we cannot say that this product raised Lazarus from the dead. We cannot say that because of this product, Dave, is no longer diabetic. Can't say that. What we can point to, though, is it brought relief to the point that he's now able to do something he wasn't able to do before, which is, something that many of us take for granted, just going for a walk. And not only is he going for a walk, he's now walking, he's probably up to maybe 5 miles a day. It's been a couple of weeks since I heard him tell this story, but I know a couple of weeks ago it was 4.6 miles. He would do a little jogging, all right, and some brisk walking, and that's something he wasn't able to do before. That's life-changing. That's life-changing. And in the world of nutrition, Queen Twitter, it's rare that you have a product that people feel an immediate difference. If I'm taking a vitamin, or I'm taking a mineral, or what have you, a lot of times you don't realize the impact of that, if ever, for some time. Here's a product that everyone that I have talked to that has beta tested this, they felt relief in short order. Even some of the most skeptical people, Queen, like your sister. I know your sister because you're my first cousin. I know who your sister is. I know her.
Yes, exactly. You can see that look, don't you? You can see that look.
I can say.
Now, I got a question here, Tieleman. If Queen Twitter is your first cousin, does that make her sister your second cousin? Who's older? That's what I'm trying to get to here.
Tieleman.
Actually, you're.
Oh,
yeah, that would make Queen Twitter my second cousin. Then.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, and the thing is, we want people to try the product, yes, but then we want them to come back again and again and again. I can tell you the reason I ordered today is I don't know what happened. I've got a little small tweak in my knee. I can't wait for this product to come, and this is going to be a product that we're going to always have in our household because of, and Mr. President, I wasn't a beta tester of the product, but I couldn't wait to get it because of all the great testimonies I've been hearing. Mr. President, I think we could build an entire company based on what I've heard on just this product. I'll give it back to you, sir.
Well, and Tieleman, I got to tell you that this is, I believe this is a home run, if not a grand slam product. I really believe that for most of our independent promoters, they're going to find a combination of our products. It's going to be like a 1-2 punch. I think it's going to be a combination of maybe travel and relief formula, or maybe relief formula and coffee, or maybe our energy drink and coffee, or any combination thereof. I think people are going to find 1 or 2 or 3 products that they really resonate with from a personal testimonial perspective, a personal use perspective, that's going to really power them to begin to build and mastermind their team. But Queen Twitter, look, we talked about your sister. We kind of laughed for a minute, but really it's no laughing matter. I mean, she was hurting. Am I right?
Oh yeah, she was in some serious pain and she's even had knee surgery. That's why the knee, when she put it on her knee, it was really funny because and then she got in her car, and then she stopped the car and backed up. That meant a lot. I mean, because she had knee replacement. I'm sorry, she had knee replacement surgery. So when she had that little pain in that knee, and she put it on the knee and said, "Ooh, okay, I got relief." Then that said a lot, because there's a lot of folks out there with knee replacement, hip replacements, so forth, that could use some relief.
Well, and I got to tell you, speaking of relief, I mean, this is a product that is actually made in an FDA inspected facility. This is a product that a lot of people, there's so many people, Queen Twitter, who suffer from, anywhere from arthritis to sore, muscle pain, cramps. I mean, there's a lot of them listed on here. Diabetic related pain, sore, burning feet, neuropathy, pinched nerve, bone spurs, cramps, inflammation. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. One thing is for sure, like your experience, T. Lamont, when somebody's in pain and they reach for that aspirin bottle, they're looking for relief, and this is a product that demonstrates so well. Now, Queen Twitter, I still am not clear. I know you've told me twice, but I'm still not clear who invented the idea of having a relief party.
Okay, basically, I said let's have a max party. To my team. We have a training every week. So basically, I said we should have a max party. And I gave some suggestions on how to, have the max products, and so that the people can taste test and so forth, and then have your relief right there that they can test that too. Well, it just quickly turned into a relief party because people found relief immediately, and so they kind of left off on the other stuff and said, "Give me the relief," and so basically that's how she termed it. After that, it was her relief party, and then from the 8 people she asked for referrals, and she got 67.
So 67 referrals. See, T. Lamont, from a marketing perspective, that's what I call a home run.
Yes.
Anytime you have a product that you have 8 people that will give you 67 referrals for, because they've been part of the demonstration, they know that it works, and they all know 8 or 9 people who are in pain. That's what I call a home run, absolutely, without a doubt. And by the way, a couple of things that I'm going to share with both of you, because you probably don't know. If you are running low on relief formula, and if you do not want to share with family members, what I do is I take the label off of the bottle. Okay.
Okay.
And that is the only reason I have 2 remaining bottles in Arizona right now. I have the only 2 remaining bottles. I have removed the label from both. Okay. And that's what you need to do. So here's what I'm going to do, T. Lamont. We are in pre-order. And again, it doesn't say pre-order on the page. We're going to add that, I think, tonight or tomorrow.
Actually, it did.
But, did it? Oh my!
Yes.
Oh my! Boy, they are spiffy. They are spiffy fast. Okay, so we're going to pre-order this. And here's the thing. I'm gonna say that the earliest shipping date it does say that delivery of this product will take about 14 days. But if there's let me just ask, is there anybody out here on today's call? Hang on a second here, T. Lamont. I gotta do this. Is there anybody out here on today's call that suffers from any aches and pains? Anybody out here on today's call suffer from any aches and pains on the outside? Elbows, shoulders, back, lower back, knees, ankles, feet. Anybody out here on today's call?
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Okay.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. That's a lot of folks.
let me ask you this. Anybody out here on today's call have a loved one, a family member, a grandmother, a brother, a sister, a child, a mother or a father, or an aunt or an uncle, or even a good friend? How many of you out here on today's call have a loved one or a close family friend who is in pain, and you can look at them and you just want to reach out and hug them, and you just want to reach out and just take that pain from them because you just know that they're in pain? Well, let me tell you something, folks. I'm not a doctor, and I'm in no way qualified to give any legal or medical or financial advice, really. I don't have any of those qualifications. Um, I know for sure that I can tell all of you that this is not meant to treat, prevent or cure any diseases or anything. But I can also tell you this. If you have somebody who has pain and you spray this on them and you let them rub it in on their elbows, on their shoulders, maybe the back of their neck, on their knees, feet, I guarantee you this. There's a really good chance that they're going to want to buy some from you if they were in pain before. That's what I can tell you. It ain't gonna cure nothing. But boy, they sure going to want to buy it. And they're going to want to buy it because it sure does make them feel a lot better. At least that's been my personal experience. So what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to allow our independent promoters, as all of you here on today's special call, to go ahead and pre-order. Please, please, please only order no more than 2 per household. Please only order no more than 2 per household. One for you and one for you to use to demonstrate, okay? One for you and one for you to use to demonstrate. Please only order no more than 2 per household. Let this product bless you and, friends, family, people that you meet, people that you know. Start collecting names and numbers and email addresses of people that you demonstrate it with that are going to really benefit from this when we make this available to the public, because this is a perfect product for you to go out and sample and demonstrate, or for a lot of you that just want a product that you don't have to go through the entire sales process of sampling. You just want to say, hey, here it is. Go ahead and let's get you started here. $35, whatever it is there. This is that product that you've been looking for. So, T. Lamont, here's just a recap of today's call. We've got brand new shopping cart, auto ship system. Boy, does that look nice, man! Look at that, man. I got to be honest with you. This is beautiful. This is really nice. I'm really impressed with our team. I can't thank them enough for their hard work and efforts and energies. Just absolutely fantastic. And inside here, folks, we've got 2 products that you can place an order on. We've got the coffee. Oops, looks like I've got that in my shopping cart. Let me get back over here. We've got coffee, which you can order. If you order just the coffee, it's going to ship right away. Okay? If you order just the coffee, it's going to ship right away. And again, that's ready to go. We've also got pre-order available for the JubiMax Relief Formula. And again, please strictly limit that to just 2 per household. I think that's really, really important. And T. Lamont, we want to get to, yeah, go ahead.
Mr. President, let me ask you this. So if a person wants to order both the coffee, which is ready to ship right now, and they want to order the Max Relief Formula, do they need to do them in 2 separate orders so that the coffee ships right away?
I think that's what they need to do, T. Lamont. I think that's what they need to do, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you're going to pay a little bit more for shipping because, again, they're shipping it twice, so you got twice the shipping. If shipping pricing is prohibitive and you can wait a week or 2 for the coffee, you can order the JubiMax Relief Formula and the JubiMax coffee at the same time. It's just going to be a little bit for delivery there for you to wait. But these are just absolutely fantastic, T. Lamont, that we're adding in. And I got to tell you something. A relief party where you can get that amount of referrals just gets my marketing that gets my marketing mind excited, T. Lamont. That is big news. That is absolutely huge. And I wonder if I can, you know what I may do? I may end up doing just some hero cam work, just demonstrating that product, T. Lamont. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Now, Mr. President, we've got to be careful because your voice sounds like it's weakening even more.
It is, and unfortunately, T. Lamont, the relief formula is for external use only.
Actually,
let me ask you,
Mr. President, you can breathe it in and rub it on your throat.
Right.
Like right where that little and it all
Right.
around your throat, and it will actually go in and help you out.
Really? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna
Yes.
try that. I'm gonna try that.
Let me do this, Mr.
Sure,
President.
sure.
There's a couple that we've been trying to answer some of the questions privately. We haven't been able to get to all of them, but there's a couple real quick ones here.
Sure.
If we can address it before your voice goes out here. Now, we want to limit that just right now because of this first initial order to 2 per household. Now, will customers? So Sharon is asking, hey, I've got customers who they've been waiting for this. Can customers go on and order?
Yeah, customers can order. The one thing you want to be careful of is customer service is so important, and it's really important to note that there's no way customers are going to be able to. They're not going to be able to get access to this before 2 weeks either. So if you have a customer that places their order, you really want to set expectations to say, hey, the earliest ship date is going to be 14 days from today. It may take another 3 or 4 or 5 days or a week to get to you, depending on the method of shipping.
Okay. Let's see here. Someone's asking if they pre-order now, would that order count for a July order for PV purposes and those things, or is that going to count for August since it may not be shipped out?
No, when you place an order here today, unless I'm sorely mistaken, I'm reasonably confident in saying that when you place an order today, it'll count for your PV, and if you're enrolling customers, it will actually count for your CV.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Mr. President, again, we're answering some of these privately. We won't be able to get to all of them. We're answering some of these privately. Let's give it back to you. One quick question. Max Travel, could you just say a thing or two about Max Travel? Because I know we've got people also waiting for that.
Absolutely. So, Tilamon, what I can say is that next Monday night, you and I are going to be doing a call about travel. We're going to be doing a call about Jubi Vacations. We're going to be doing a call about Max Lifestyle Travel. And we're going to dedicate next Monday night, that's going to be the 22nd of July, we're going to dedicate that to travel. So for everyone here on today's call that has been looking forward to their next vacation, maybe their next vacation is long overdue. Maybe they want to take a dream vacation not once but twice in the next 12 months. Well, folks, you are not going to want to miss next Monday night's call. It's going to be absolutely huge. And next Monday night's call, Tilamont, assuming my voice gets a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and christen it the 8th wonder of the world. Next Monday night's call, you don't want to miss that.
With that being said, Mr. President, I'm going to give it to you for you to close it out, my friend.
All right, appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's how I want to close out tonight's call. And I thought about it. You know, there are so many amazing personal development stories that I could share. There are so many quotes that I could share, so many bits of inspiration that I can share. And what I decided to do instead was end the call with a little bit of practical advice. And the practical advice that I can leave you with is that you and your entire team need to get into our Saturday builder calls with J. Joshua Beisel and Dave Kay, because they're absolutely awesome. And you don't want to miss this opportunity to learn my incredible rejection-free 3-step system for building your business full of customers and or team members. Introduce, invite, involve. It's absolutely huge. 2 weeks ago, we started this off. That call is available in the back office. The next call from this past Saturday will be up probably within the next 24 hours. So we're going to end the call with this. Get out to those Saturday calls. Watch them live. Watch them recorded. Either way, get your entire team on it. And I'll see each and every one of you at the top on the inside. And starting next Monday night on the beaches of the world, everyone. Bye for now.
Good night, everyone.
So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please get back to the person that shared this video with you, or you can send a support ticket from your JubiRev back office. Thank you. We look forward to hearing of your success.